In a powerful and strategic reaffirmation of American technological supremacy and military foresight, the United States Air Force is signaling a decisive move to reinvigorate its formidable AGM-183A Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon (ARRW) program. This development is not merely a course correction but a calculated step in a broader, more sophisticated strategy to ensure American dominance in the next generation of warfare. The recent testimony from the Air Force's highest leadership before Congress has made it unequivocally clear that the nation's pursuit of hypersonic capabilities is accelerating, moving from the realm of experimental research into the tangible phase of procurement and operational deployment. The context for this strategic push is the rapidly evolving global security landscape, where near-peer adversaries, namely China and Russia, have aggressively pursued and publicly brandished their own hypersonic arsenals. These nations have invested vast resources into developing weapons that travel at breathtaking speeds exceeding Mach 5, or more than 5 times the speed of sound. Their maneuverability in flight presents a profound challenge to existing missile defense architectures, threatening to hold American and Allied assets at risk. Russia's documented use of such weapons in the conflict in Ukraine, while of debatable strategic impact, served as a stark, real-world demonstration of this emerging threat, galvanizing an already determined resolve within the Pentagon and on Capitol Hill. The United States, as the global guarantor of stability and the leader of the free world, does not merely react to such developments, it anticipates, innovates, and prepares to overmatch any potential threat. This is precisely where the resurgence of the ARRW program fits into the grander strategic calculus. Once considered the vanguard of America's hypersonic ambitions, the Lockheed Martin-produced ARRW, a boost glide system, faced the kind of rigorous and demanding testing protocols that are a hallmark of the American defense development process. Unlike authoritarian regimes that may prioritize propaganda victories over proven reliability, the U.S. military subjects its advanced systems to intense scrutiny. Following a series of tests in late 2022 and early 2023 that did not meet all objectives, a deliberate pause was initiated. Some observers misinterpreted this meticulous, data-driven approach as the program's demise, particularly when the fiscal year 2025 budget request omitted further funding. However, this period was one of invaluable learning, allowing engineers and scientists to analyze terabytes of data, refine complex aerodynamics, and perfect the intricate systems required for reliable hypersonic flight. Now, with that crucial data harvested and the technology matured through this exacting process, the Air Force is ready to advance with confidence. Air Force Chief of Staff General David Alvin, in a pivotal hearing with the House Armed Services Committee, articulated a clear and ambitious vision. He revealed that the service's forthcoming fiscal year 2026 budget proposal is being structured to fund not one, but 2 distinct hypersonic weapon systems for procurement, the ARRW and the Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile (HACM). This two-pronged approach is a masterstroke of strategic depth, designed to present a complex and multifaceted dilemma to any potential aggressor. General Alvin detailed the complementary nature of these two systems. The ARRW represents a larger, strategic range capability. As a boost glide vehicle, it is launched to extreme altitude and velocity by a rocket before detaching to glide unpowered to its target at hypersonic speeds. This profile gives it immense range and the ability to strike high-value, heavily fortified targets deep within enemy territory, holding at-risk command and control centers, air defense networks, and other critical infrastructure. It is the nation's hypersonic sledgehammer, ensuring unanswered global reach. In parallel, the HACM, a smaller, air-breathing cruise missile, offers greater tactical flexibility. Powered by a scramjet engine, it can be launched from a wider array of aircraft, including fighter jets, providing theater commanders with a more responsive and versatile hypersonic strike option for the dynamic battlefield. This dual-pathway strategy ensures the United States will possess a layered and comprehensive hypersonic capability that no other nation can match. It complicates enemy defensive strategies exponentially, forcing them to account for multiple threat profiles with different trajectories, signatures, and engagement windows. General Alvin's statement that the Air Force is accelerating not only of the technology, but of the procurement of the capabilities that it will create, signals a fundamental shift. The era of pure research is transitioning into the era of building a true arsenal. This sentiment was powerfully reinforced by Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall, who emphasized the critical next step in this American endeavor: industrial-scale production and affordability. A handful of exquisite, prohibitively expensive prototypes does not constitute a credible deterrent. True military strength, in the American tradition, lies in the ability to produce decisive technology in numbers sufficient to make a strategic difference. It's got to be affordable, Secretary Kendall stressed to lawmakers. We've got to be able to buy more than 10 of these things. His focus on ramping up the industrial base and driving down unit costs is central to the American way of war, leveraging the nation's unmatched industrial might to equip the warfighter with superior tools in overwhelming quantities. The challenge is no longer simply proving that the technology works, but mastering its production to fill the nation's magazines. This is how the United States will ensure that its hypersonic capabilities are not just a demonstration, but a core component of its credible deterrent posture, guaranteeing that the nation can deter conflict and, if necessary, fight and win with overwhelming technological and numerical superiority for decades to come.